Nicki was furious and instantly went to calling Travis names.
Whole nigga of the week, of course, is Travis Scott.
Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god.
His first run-in with the law came at age 16 when he was charged with armed robbery in 2011, apparently robbing someone for their car at gunpoint.
What's good, Dark Knight gang? I'm Neptune. Alright, bro, look, I got a good video for us today. This video right here is titled The 7 Deadly Sins as Rappers. Yeah, so I mean, we know the 7 deadly sins: lust, greed, envy, gluttony, I forgot. I guess we don't all know them. Goddamn. Anyway, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. I hope you feeling good. I hope you feeling great. This should be an interesting video. You guys know I love hip hop. I love rap. So we should know these rappers is going to be like Insanity, Kanye West. And that's legit. Anyway, Ray, hop into the video. I hope life is going good for you, man. Shout out to the gang. Yeah, let's go.
There are 7 rappers who together perfectly represent the 7 deadly sins, and I'll be covering them all, starting with the sin of lust.
Future.
Lust is described as an inordinate craving for the pleasures of the body.
Shit, I got lust too there, nigga.
Body's lust to the fullest extent is none other than Future. Future is a rapper who's been in the game for over a decade and has become infamous for his toxic nature when it comes to women.
She belongs to the streets.
The music streaming service Tidal calls him the king of toxic and state that his music ranges from lyrics about infidelity to sexual prowess and pleading to exes.
Please tell me.
Speaking of his exes,
that's my shit.
Future actually had children with a lot of them, having 8 kids in total, with not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 different baby mamas.
Oh,
no marriage.
All right, bro. I didn't even know that. So Future got 1 kid by 8 different women, 8 kids, 8 baby moms. That's that typical deadbeat culture. But let's keep it a stack. I bet you Future is paying, and I bet you all of his kids are living a good life. They living a better life than you. They living a better life than me. You know what I mean? So I don't judge dudes that at least take care of their kids. I bet you Future takes care of them. There's no way he can be involved in all 8 of their lives, though. Look, I'm a Future fan, so of course I'm going to stick up for the homie, cuz.
A marriage he was
Future that nigga
is that of NBA legend Scottie Pippen, as Future had a brief relationship with his wife Larsa while they were at a rough point in their marriage. Some speculate that it was the reason for their eventual divorce. Another situation Future is infamous for is when he had an Instagram model fly out to him, then ghosted her after she didn't want to get intimate. He had told her that he wanted to see her and that he'd pay her back 1,000% of the flight cost when they met up. But after she arrived at the hotel, he told her to wait for him with lingerie on. The woman refused and then asked if she'd still be seeing him at all, to which Future responded with, "I'm good, love. Enjoy." All of Future's lustful intrigue led to a trend being created where people place his face over a toxic quote about women. Future's actually embraced this trend, showing off some of the quotes himself during a show.
She got all her to do is trying to be the solution. Stand out.
Future has no plans on changing his lustful ways anytime in the near future. Someone who doesn't have a future.
Future. Look. We do got to get our lust under control, though. We got to keep that a stack. Me too, though. That lust, boy, I don't care, nigga. I'll be like Future, too. I don't have baby moms out here, though. You know, I protect myself. But I'll be out here fucking some hoes. I got one pulling up tonight. No cap, cuz.
Because they were killed is the rapper I chose to represent
Christmas
the sin
Eve.
of wrath. Wrath is defined as uncontrolled feelings of anger, rage, and even hatred. A perfect match for this description is the rapper King Von.
He could have put
King Von was a
R.I.P. King Von. He could have put a lot of different rappers for this, though.
rapper from Chicago, Illinois, who's largely considered one of the most influential figures in the drill genre. He was known for his skillful lyricism and storytelling, as well as the aggressive style he delivered it with. He frequently rapped bars involving heinous crimes such as murder, but it was his involvement in crimes away from music that really show off the full capacity of his wrath. Vaughn first started getting involved in local gang politics when he was only in 4th grade and was bringing guns to school by the age of 13. His first run-in with the law came at age 16 when he was charged with armed robbery in 2011, apparently robbing someone for their car at gunpoint. He was arrested again in November of 2012 for shooting at members of the Gangster Disciples, a rival of Vaughn's Black Disciples gang. On April 29th, 2014, Vaughn was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and 2 counts of aggravated assault, but was released the next day due to inconsistencies in the witness statements. Just 3 months later, Vaughn was charged with 1 count of first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder in connection with a shooting that killed 1 and injured 2 others. He was acquitted of the charges over 3 years later and was released on December 6, 2017. Later, in June of 2019, Vaughn and fellow O-Block rapper Lil Durk were arrested in connection with a shooting in Atlanta. Prosecutors claim that the 2 rappers robbed and shot a man outside a popular drive-in on February 5, 2019. After weeks in jail, Durk was released on a $250,000 bond, and Vaughn was released on a $300,000 bond. The crimes I've covered so far are just the ones Vaughn was charged for, as after his passing, he was accused of ones even more heinous. In April 2023, the YouTuber Trap Lord Ross uploaded a 4-hour-long documentary about King Vaughn, calling him rap's first serial killer. The video was filled with evidence linking Vaughn to the murders of at least 10 people, including the murders of P5, Modell, Malcolm Stuckey, and Gakira K.I.
Hey, let me know down in the comments if y'all want to watch that. I'll just cut it into like 3 different videos. He said it's like a 3 or 4 hour video, so I'll cut it up, you know, but I low-key want to watch that. That'll be interesting. I want to see. They said King Von, you know, King Von, he murdered all these people. I want to see.
Barnes.
That's
Chicago
crazy.
Authorities actually concluded in 2021 that Vaughn was indeed responsible for the murder of Gakira Barnes. In addition to the 10 murders he was alleged to be the perpetrator of, he was also documented as the mandator to several other gang-related murders. According to the YouTube documentary, Vaughn's primary motive to commit murder was initially a result of gang disputes, but was later being done simply for thrill. All the wrath Vaughn had expelled seemed to have gone full circle, as his own life was taken in similar fashion to how he allegedly took lives.
That's karma, bro.
Shooting. King Von was buried on November 14th, 2020 in his home city of Chicago. Another rapper that's from Chicago is the one
That's karma, cuz. I mean, of course, R.I.P. King Von, but if he really did commit those murders, I gotta keep it a stack, man. People ain't gonna like what I have to say, but I'm gonna keep it a stack. If he committed 10 murders, that's karma, cuz. That's karma. You know what I mean? If he really killed 10 people, that's karma, man. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. That's how it is. So it's understandable now.
I selected for the sin of pride.
Oh, Kanye for pride.
Is believing that one is
for sure
better than others, failing to acknowledge the accomplishments of others,
facts,
excessive admiration of the personal self.
Oh,
no
facts.
rapper fits this description better than that of Kanye West.
Facts.
Kanye is one of the most accomplished artists of all time, and he's notorious for praising himself to the public, causing many to label him as a narcissist with a massive ego.
My greatest pain in life is I will never be able to see me perform.
I'm
calling
dead.
himself the greatest artist of all time on multiple occasions, like when he referred to himself as
the greatest artist that God has ever created.
On the topic of God, Ye has labeled himself as a god multiple times, and even has an entire song doing so titled I Am a God.
Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god.
I mean, we are all gods, so I'm not mad at it. But now I think Kanye does definitely put himself above others. You could tell by just how he interacts with people.
Just told you. That's who I think I am.
Ye also has an entire song about himself titled I Love Kanye. Oh, and the album that the song is on, Ye called it the best album of all time. On another song,
it was good.
Album, titled Famous, Kanye takes credit for Taylor Swift's rise to fame, citing his 2009 interruption of her VMA speech as the catalyst for her fame. Kanye had a very similar onstage incident in 2006 after losing out on an EMA award.
This video costs $1 million, fam. If I don't win, the award show loses credibility. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Nothing against you. I've never seen your video. It's nothing against you. But hell no, man.
Ye also has a reputation for constantly playing music and being late to scheduled events, and continued lateness is actually a showing of pride, as it tells those who must wait that their schedules are not a priority.
You should be honored by my lateness, that I would even show
show up to this fake shit.
Despite Kanye's pride causing him to be labeled as a controversial
Yay.
figure to the masses, he's still one of the biggest artists on the planet with a cult-like fan base that is still constantly growing to this day. Something else that's constantly growing is the discography of the rapper I have.
He about to talk about YoungBoy. Kanye for sure. Pride for sure. Like I said, Kanye, the way he interacts with people, I love to look at Kanye West's interviews and shit. It's cool. Kanye West, the way he thinks is so different. He might be a genius, bro. He might be. Who knows? But anyway, just how he acts, you could tell he definitely thinks he's above others. And that's the one characteristic trait I don't like. You know, when people think they're better than others, I don't like that. But anyway.
Have representing the sin, gluttony.
YoungBoy for gluttony?
Characterized by limitless appetite
Let me see.
and overindulgence to the point where one is no longer consuming just to live, but rather living to consume. A rapper who expresses gluttony by constantly consuming beats and releasing music is NBA YoungBoy.
YoungBoy, he's a glutton because he puts out a lot of content? I don't agree with this one, bro. This is not a good one.
He's a Louisiana rapper,
but go ahead.
Infamous for the absurd amount of music he puts out. He started writing and making music at the young age of 14, eventually dropping his first mixtape in April of 2015. Since then, in just an 8-year span, YoungBoy has released a mind-boggling 26 mixtapes, 102 singles, 6 studio albums, 3 compilation albums, and 3 EPs. This caused many to label his music as quantity over quality, as most other artists who make thousands of songs, like Juice WRLD, for example, choose only to release a select few which they consider to be their best, rather than just putting out as much as they can. When asked why he releases so much music, YoungBoy said, "It's a disease. Literally, I cannot help myself. I tell myself sometimes I'm not going to drop until months from now, but it's addictive. I wish I knew when I was younger how unhealthy this was for me. The music is therapy, but I can't stop it when I want." In 2022, YoungBoy challenged himself to release 10 mixtapes that year, but after 101 songs, including 7 mixtapes, he made a comment saying that he ran out of rhymes and asked for help. He ironically released another project just 10 days after making this comment. While YoungBoy's been scrutinized for his addiction to releasing music, it's also helped him become one of the most accomplished rappers in the game. He's constantly at the top of not just rap, but all genre, most streamed lists every year. He became the youngest artist to receive 100 RIA Gold or Platinum certifications at 22 years old, and became the youngest artist to chart 100 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 at 23 years old. The next rapper on my list has the exact...
You know what? Now that he explained all that and even said what YoungBoy said in the interview, I guess you can say gluttony. He said, it's a disease, I just gotta keep doing it. So whatever. Alright, I'll stop talking about shit. I guess so.
The opposite work ethic of YoungBoy, and that's why the sin they're representing is sloth. Sloth is described as reluctance to work or make an effort, also known as laziness. A rapper whose career quickly went downhill as a direct result of their sloth is Lil Xan. Lil Xan is a rapper from Redlands, California, who started making music in 2016 to buy a new camera after his had been stolen. Before even starting music, he already had a reputation for being lazy, skipping and failing all of his classes before dropping out freshman year.
I got an F in PE, and they're like, how the f*** you fail PE? And I was like, that shit easy, bro. I'm a lazy son of a bitch. So I failed every
He looked lazy.
So I dropped out freshman year.
That's why he got the sleep right here. He looked like he's sleepy.
The song Betrayed on the Lyrical Lemonade channel in 2017 that completely skyrocketed his career. The video quickly amassed hundreds of millions of views, and it seemed like he was bound for a successful career, but it turned out that he was too lazy to capitalize on his newfound success. He failed to show up to numerous meetings with other big rappers, giving him an opportunity that could have greatly...
He was on drugs though, bro.
He kept missing the meetings.
When he released his debut album in 2018, it was met with overwhelmingly negative reviews, as it was pretty obvious that he put little effort into the project.
Damn.
I remember when Lil Xan's album came out, right? And I remember having a conversation with Stat and being like, what do you think of the album? Because it was pretty obvious that the album was bad and that he didn't put any effort into it. Xan put in like no work for the album. If it was up to Stat, Xan would have been sitting in the studio recording every night, and instead he was just doing drugs and having random ass girls come over every night.
In 2019, he was set to join Nicki Minaj and Juice WRLD on their month-long tour, but ended up only performing for one single show.
I remember that he was supposed to be on the whole
for that.
tour, and he was only on it for like a week because he was tweaking out. They could never get Xan to do the shit that he actually had to do for his career.
He's tripping.
Lil Xan expressed his desire to quit rapping and just become a public figure.
So that's why I'm not doing music.
Like, you tripping, bro.
I finished my contract with Columbia. I didn't sign up. Like, I didn't know what I was signing up for. I'm more of a celebrity than a rapper at this point, so that's why I'm quitting rapping.
After all these years since 2018, he still hasn't released a second album, constantly giving contradictory statements about a release. He initially planned on releasing an album titled Be Safe in 2019, but the album entered production limbo and was eventually scrapped. In November 2019, he announced his next album would be titled When September Ends, and even showed off an
Wake
album
me
cover, but
up
this also never saw a
when
release. In
September
January 2020,
ends.
Xan announced that his album was finished and that it would be called Sorry I Didn't Quit. He once again revealed the album's cover and also its track list, but like usual, he didn't follow through, and the album never released.
Oh, you
it
tripping,
took him
bro.
almost 4 years since 2018 just to release another project,
And it
which
was
a
trash.
measly 5-song collab EP. Due to his own actions, Lil Xan's career in the spotlight had almost no longevity, which is something that cannot at all be said about the rapper I selected
Nicki?
for the sin of envy.
Oh, shit.
Envy is defined as jealousy over the blessings and achievements of others.
Oh.
The rapper that has been seen expressing these envious actions.
Nicki! I love it, man. I haven't listened to any of her music in a minute, but Nicki Minaj, still that bitch. When I looked at Kai's highlights on his stream and Nicki Minaj was on there, I was like, God damn, this just renewed my celebrity crush. You feel me?
Attributes on numerous occasions is Nicki Minaj. Nicki is widely considered to be one of the greatest rappers of all time, as
For
she
sure.
was the top-selling female rapper of the 2010s. Her massive success did not come without a fair share of controversy, as she's been the perpetrator of multiple...
Nicki is my favorite female artist of all time.
Jealousy. Funnily enough, Nicki's journey in rap actually all began from jealousy, as her whole reason for writing her first raps was because her neighbor was a rapper and she wanted to show that she was better.
I was like 11 and I wanted to show the girl next door because she was like a good rapper and she thought she was so much better than me. So when she left, I went home and I wrote this little rap so I can like show her. And then I rang her bell and I started saying my rap and she just stood there like.
Nicki's most infamous example of envy
What the
came
hell?
when rapper Cardi B stepped onto the scene. Many believe that Nicki saw Cardi as a threat to her spot as the top female rapper and was jealous of the attention she was getting. According to Cardi and the evidence that backs her up, Nicki sneak dissed her, lied about her, and even threatened other artists to not work with her, all in hopes to crush her success. In 2018, when Travis Scott's
Nicki.
Astroworld album was #1 in its second week over her new album in its first week, Nicki was furious and instantly went to calling Travis names and discrediting his placement at #1.
Whole nigga of the week, of course, is Travis Scott. But what we not gonna do is have this auto-tune man coming up here
Shade.
selling sweaters and telling y'all he stole 500,000 albums.
I love
She
Travis.
simply could not accept the fact that his album was charted over hers. Earlier in 2023,
No,
Nicki
but-
got into a back and forth Twitter
Whatever,
feud
don't
with
matter.
City
What she
Girls
was saying
rapper
was
Young
facts, though.
Miami over her using the wording "got into some things," which is something Nicki frequently says on her radio show. Young Miami said she definitely didn't get that slang from her, and she reportedly thinks the real reason Nicki called her out is because she was jealous of Young Miami's Carisha Please show, because her Queen radio show wasn't getting the same level of buzz on social media. Someone else who's been getting buzz on social media for their portrayal as a scam.
I liked Envy. Nicki for Envy, for sure. For sure. I think she does get a little jealous and envious of other women. But Nicki Minaj still the queen, cuz. To me, that's the queen, cuz.
Scammer is the rapper I picked to represent the sin, greed. Greed is described as a selfish and excessive desire to acquire something, usually pertaining to material wealth. A rapper whose whole identity is built off of the ideas of greed is Punchmade Dev. Dev initially
Who the hell
became
is
known
this?
in 2015 for being a YouTuber who would play NBA 2K.
He could have put so many people for greed. You could have put Drake for greed, bro.
Even as a YouTuber, Dev was already showing his scamming ways, making fake videos about other top 2K creators for views.
You heard pretty much right? He's the biggest one of everybody. So what I did was I was trying to finesse. I made a fake video on him. Yeah, I posted it and said I beat him. He made a video. This nigga's about damn near crying. He's like, this is not me in the video. He did not play me. This is a clone. It's a fake.
It's a clone.
It was fake. I been scamming. It was fake. I just did it for the views.
He decided to make a switch to music in 2017 after being unsatisfied
nigga.
with NBA 2K's latest game and winning a more lucrative career.
At first I did YouTube videos. I didn't see YouTube I didn't see it making me like $1 million. I want to be a millionaire, so I was like, I gotta do something different. And
YouTube, my boy.
that game was just
YouTubers make more than rappers. You tripping.
He
Tripping.
started by making typical rap music, but a couple years later, on November 19th, 2019, he uploaded his first song in the genre known as scam rap. Scam rap is a hip-hop subgenre characterized by lyrics that focus on various forms of fraudulent activity.
I ain't never
All
heard
of Dev's
this.
songs from this point on were of the scam rap genre, including some full tutorials on how to pull off certain scams.
Listen up, I'm finna show y'all how to hit a bank. Just pay attention, this a quick way to juke in any state.
He changed his rap name to Punchmade Dev in 2021, with the term punch referring to stolen credit card numbers. He claims to really be scamming people as well.
This
not
nigga
just in his
a
music,
for real
and he's
scammer,
showing himself
cuz.
doing it too.
So as far as scamming goes, do you feel like you're NBA levels of scammer?
Oh, I'm like LeBron of the scammer and Michael Jordan combined.
See, I got their balance right there, 430K. I gotta wire that to this account that I got on me.
Nigga, how you recording this and putting this? How the fans are not getting this nigga?
Let me sniff. All right, so now I got the numbers plugged in. I'm about to run this through. So now I just wrote somebody else's info right here. A big wave right now is Cash App. This one's going crazy. 55.8.
So 55,000.
Literally that simple.
And how did you do that?
Gotta pay for the size, man.
Dev sells a course on Telegram, claiming to teach others how to scam like
Hell no. That's
reportedly
I bet you his course is a scam, nigga.
been arrested for scamming, but continues to do so regardless.
I ain't trusted
Some
the
people think that what
scammer.
he's saying and doing is all
Get outta
fake
here.
just to promote his course, and even if that is true, that in itself would still be considered a scam.
Yeah. All right, bro. This is a good video from the homie. I enjoyed this video for sure. I feel like the scammer, that was a good one. We just don't know who he is because I guess he not famous. He should have had like Drake or somebody. But that scammer, nah, he a shady ass dude. I don't understand how he's recording it and putting it on social media and nothing is happening to him. That's crazy. That's wild. Anyway, this is a good video. I gave my reaction throughout. Let me know what y'all thought about it in the comments. Yeah, man, I'm going to see y'all next time. Merry Christmas, cuz. Gang, gang. Peace.